The Daily Purge. How are you doing this evening? I know my internet may be bad. It may be good. Who knows? Let's see what happens when I share this around a little bit. Hope you're doing fantastic. Let's talk today about your internal dialogue. The internal dialogue is something that you carry with you all the time. You're always listening to it, right? You're talking to yourself. You're listening to yourself. You're telling yourself good things and bad things, unfortunately, as well. And, it can become detrimental, and it has for me. I know that in the past. I had some really rough times. And it's only showing one bar. I'm not sure what's going on here. Anyway, so the internal dialogue that I'm talking about is that pessimist inside of you, that one thing that you keep telling yourself about, oh, why does this happen to me? Or why did this happen to me? Or how can it happen to me? And why does it always happen to me? And you can't do this, and that's not right, and that'll never work out. All these different things that you tell yourself, that we tell ourselves. Sorry, I'm looking on the wrong page here. That we tell ourselves constantly over and over and over, and sometimes not even knowing that we're doing it. Right? That internal dialogue is just like killing us. But let's think about what internal dialogue is. What is your internal dialogue? Right? Hey, Bobby, how you doing, brother? Hey, David, how you doing, brother? What is internal dialogue anyway? This is it's going to make you think for a second, because internal dialogue is literally you thinking about what happened in the past, comparing it with what's happening right now, and you're forecasting what's going to happen in the future based on your past. And who says that's got to be that way? Who says it's got to be the same as it always is? Has it always been? Why do my glasses look so shiny? Anyway, why do we think that it has to be the same as it always was? Why? Well, if you think it will be, then it will be. That's the whole issue here. And that internal dialogue keeps you in that, what they call in German, Teufelskreis, which is the devil's circle, meaning you never get out of it. It's like one of those traffic circles in Paris. You never get out of it. Or if you saw a European Vacation with Chevy Chase, hey, look, kids, Big Ben. Remember that? So yeah, it's one of those things that we don't pay attention to too often. Hey, Chloe, how are you? Those things that we don't pay too often. So we're sitting there somewhere, minding our own business, doing our own world things, and having a good time, and doing whatever we're doing, working and business and all that kind of stuff. And suddenly the voices in our heads, right? They're like, dude, something sucks. What is it? And sometimes you don't even care what it is. You're like, oh, I'm in a funk. I feel like shit. Well, there's a freaking reason, right? Typically, it's the thoughts that you're having about what you are forecasting may happen in the future. And forecasting based on the past is great for financials, but it isn't great for life. Because if you have bad experiences, you're going to keep forecasting bad experiences. And as long as you keep forecasting bad experiences, you're going to keep having bad experiences. Now, if that doesn't make sense to you, then nothing will. If you don't believe in manifestation, just look at the times that you were in a funk and how that funk ended. It usually ended abruptly with something that came from the outside. It didn't come from the inside. But take solace in knowing that you can control it from the inside, because everything that everything in our world, we can control from the inside. So how do you do that, right? Well, the first thing is you got to realize that I have to confront these thoughts. Why am I having these thoughts? Why do I feel sorry for myself? Why do I feel bad about what's happening to me? Why do I feel like things? I mean, it happens to me. So I'm not saying, all right, Olga, I bet you do. Why do we blame ourselves for these things? Why do we easily blame ourselves for these things and easily tell ourselves the things that we shouldn't be doing? Why not give ourselves a pat on the back and say what we should be doing? Like, for instance, if you say, oh man, I can't get this done. Last time that happened, this is going to happen. So I know I'm going to fuck it up. Oop, I know I'm going to screw it up, right? Well, you can also say, well, last time this happened, but this time it's going to be different. I'm going to make it completely different, and I'm going to crush it this time, right? How can you do that? Why not? What's the difference in energy? The difference in energy is one's a reflex going negative, and one's actually a conscious effort going positive. So it's as simple as that. You can either focus on what you don't have or focus on what you have. You can focus on what you don't want, or you can focus on what you want. It's as simple as that. It's just a small tweak in your mindset will make a huge difference. And again, I'm not the professional at this. I suck at it too sometimes. I get in a funk, ask my wife, and it's crazy, and I'm fighting with those inner demons and that inner dialogue, and then you start looking on the outside for things that could be causing it, and it's like, no, man, it's you. Brother, it's you. Sister, it's you. You're causing it. You're causing it. Either you're reacting to something on the outside, or you're proactively being negative. Doesn't need to be. Treat yourself good, man. Treat yourself good. Treat your side, a buddy or friend who said, Whenever you're mad at yourself or you feel like you're screwing up, you want to tell yourself something, talk to yourself as if it was a child. Would you be rude to a child? Like, get your shit together, drive on, head through the wall. Would you say it to a child? No, you wouldn't, right? So, hey, Judge Graham, how you doing, brother? Look at that, the legend himself. Would you talk to a child like you talk to yourself, to your inner self? When you have that internal dialogue, do you talk to yourself harsh? Are you mean to yourself? Do you tell yourself, like, hey, get your head out of your butt, your 12 points of contact, and move your butt? Would you talk to a kid like that? No. So talk to yourself like you would talk to a kid is what he told me. Because I have those issues too. I'm like, as soldiers, as veterans, we're like, all right, we got to crush it. We're going to go just push through. And that works. Discipline works. Hello, Sam B. Silver. And that works too for a short period of time. But discipline is not a long-term solution, because discipline, you cannot be disciplined very long. You can be disciplined enough to create a habit that then creates a routine that becomes then your lifestyle. But to have discipline constantly for your whole life, impossible. I promise you, it's impossible. We need fear. We need that internal dialogue to keep us balanced. But it also is to keep us questioning what we're thinking. Like, why am I thinking this is negative? Why am I thinking that I can't do this? Why am I thinking that it's going to happen again? Why am I thinking that, oh, she just wants this, or he just wants that, or the boss wants this, or the boss? You don't know. You don't know. And don't tell me you know, because you don't know. You cannot 100% dictate the future. And of course you can say, well, this and this is going to happen. And then you're going to do things to make sure it does happen subconsciously. And you'll be like, see, I told you. I knew I wouldn't do it. Well, there you go. If you knew you couldn't do it, why'd you even try? You see what I'm talking about here? It's all that internal dialogue, those small little words you tell yourself all the time, and that you get on your nerves with, and you don't even realize it sometimes. All right. So treat yourself good. Talk to yourself like you would to a child. Be kind to yourself. Look for what you have, not at what you don't have, and seek what you want, not what you don't want. This guy also said to me, he said, you didn't go to war and try to dodge bullets, did you? You went and you had a mission and you did it. Well, that's how life is. You're not out there trying to dodge bad things that are happening. You want to go for the good things that are happening. So you drive towards the good things. What are you going to do? Go out there and, okay, this could happen. That could happen. I'm paralyzed by fear. No, you're a winner. You know you're a winner. You've done some amazing things in your life. Get up, get out, do it. Drop the internal dialogue. They're only thoughts about a future based on your past that you can dictate. You can change anytime you want. And I promise you, you can. All right. So I hope that gave you guys some solace this evening. Winner. Yes, indeed, Olga. Winners win. Winners win. There we go. All right, Olga. Great, famous last words. Thank you, everyone. Have a fantastic one. And remember, it's all about quality of life.